Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, my name is Singlesore and today we are making a storage room. I'm super excited to share this with you. I had a lot of fun transforming this room. Let's get right into it. So I started by choosing a light for the room, and then I placed down the chest that comes in your house like when you first start up the game. This chest, I usually keep all of my different forageable like fruits and stuff that I can eat for energy. I just figured that's probably the easiest place to put it. And then I decided to go ahead and place down a bunch of signs. I do really like this custom signpost. It's an incredible addition to the game. Now, I did place these down in this straight line, and then I went through and kind of chose images for each of them. However, this came up to be an issue later on because I needed to test out whether or not I could change the signs with a chest in front of it, which you absolutely cannot do. So the layout of the whole room does end up changing because I was trying to think, okay, well, I can do it in this format and then I can just place stuff where it goes. But that ended up not being the way I decided to do it. But I really like all of the different customization that you have with these signs. I think that was great the way they decided to implement this system. So thank you so much for adding this because it makes storage a whole lot better. I'm using the large storage chests in the game, which are pretty expensive to make. So it's going to take you a while to be able to save up for all the items to get as many chests as you need. It took me forever. I think I started this process probably over 2 weeks ago. So just keep that in mind when you're planning to do your storage room. So this is the next layout I decided to go for, and I actually kept this layout because it worked pretty well. It was a little annoying getting through the aisles, but it's not really that big of a deal, at least for me. If you want to have an easier way of getting through the room, you can space yours further apart. Now, I did want to actually decorate this room as well with a little sitting area that you'll see here shortly, and then I did also wanted to add in a computer. I thought that would be fun, kind of like a storage system, like I have everything typed in there of where everything is. Like, as much as I wanted this room to be purely for storage, I also did want to make it cozy and inviting, um, just just for the aesthetic purposes, because this game has so many beautiful items in it that you can decorate with, and I really wanted to take advantage of as many of those as possible. Unfortunately, I still don't have a lot of items now. For at least the past week, I have been making sure that I log on every single day. I buy every single thing that Scrooge has in his shop. There's so much that I'm still missing. I don't even get dresses or like suit outfits in the front of the shop anymore because I've bought all of them, but there's so many furniture items that I still don't have. And so I am religiously going on every day and buying all the items. Now, I did this with pumpkin money. If you didn't know, pumpkins are very lucrative. And if you actually place them in the Forgotten Heights or Forest, I can't remember. Forgotten Lands. If you actually place them up there, they do grow. I believe it's 10% faster. You do have to water them at extra time. So hopefully you get lucky and get some good watering spots. But that's what I did for a while. I had like half of the Forgotten Lands filled with pumpkins. So that's how I kind of got all my money. I've kind of calmed down. I've calmed down a bit with that. It began to be like a lot once I got to over like 2 million. I was like, okay, well, let's begin working on something else, especially with the chests because they do require Dreamlight to make the large chest. So I had to work on some things to take care of that. So I used a lot of that money to buy stuff from from Goofy's stalls to get a lot of Dreamlight. So there's a little tip for you if you want to be able to decorate and make the chests and stuff like that. Just plant some pumpkins and then buy a ton of seeds from Goofy, and it'll make it so that you can make these chests pretty easily. I still haven't completed all the quests yet, so I've still got a lot left to do in the game. I wanted to make a storage room, and it's because my outside storage was an absolute mess. So I originally had everything kind of in the room, and then I moved it all outside, and yeah, it's just a mess. So the first thing I started with was gathering up I did it by section. So the first thing I did was I gathered up all of the different crops that I had that I could plant. As I just said, I bought a lot of them. Um, so what I did was I went through all these small chests that I had, kind of put everything in there, and then I grabbed out all of the different crops. I figured this was the easiest way to do this, would kind of start with one thing at a time and store it. So after I gathered up those, I just kind of went through the process. I'm not going to show you every single time I go out and in, just because that's going to get pretty repetitive. But essentially what I did was I went through, I did all of those, and then I changed the signposts to match whatever I was keeping in there. Now I had so many of these, I did do 2. I believe I also do 2 as well for the flowers. So I just went through and did one thing at a time. You can go through and just grab everything out of one box if you're as chaotic as I am and your boxes are not already organized. You can grab everything out of them, but then you're going to have to go to different storage boxes. And I just found it easier for myself and my sanity to do one thing at a time. Now, the only thing that kind of upset me, I wish there was a picture for wood, because there is no picture for wood for the signposts, and I really wish they would add that in, because I can't remember where I end up putting my wood, but I think I put it with the foraging, like the little basket. I think I put it in that one, but yeah, I really wish there was a sign that had like wood on it, because that would make life so incredibly much easier when doing this, because that was the one thing that I couldn't figure out, like, where are you going to go? Like, where? I couldn't. So as you can see, I'm still gathering up all of the different plants right now. Like, it's a lot. But luckily I do get to utilize the sorting as well as the auto transfer into the boxes. It's super, super helpful. And so I just kind of go up to the box. I'm going to resort them and add them in with a smart transfer, which is T on computer. I can't remember what it is on my Switch, because I do play this on my Switch as well. But I really do like this sort option. It makes life so incredibly much easier. Now, there is one other thing that I end up adding in at the end, and that's my crafting station. But also, I couldn't find my crafting station for a while. I kind of just sat there and worked on my crafting room. And as you can see, for some reason, still when you load in and out of kind of like build mode, I'm just going to say build mode. I know that's The Sims, but that's kind of what I think of this as. Like, as you load in and out of this, items do get moved, items do get deleted. So hopefully there will be a patch at some point for that. I'm sure they're aware of it, and honestly, it's not that big of a deal that I'm going to go and like put in a ticket for it. But if it irritates you, then please do so. It's not a big deal for me. I'm just kind of like, all right, well, I just kind of have to resort things. Now, I did decide to do something a little different with all of the forageable, like cooking items, but some you can forage, some you can plant yourself and harvest. So what I ended up doing was I ended up putting all of the ones that are foraged, that are in the world, that you can pick up off the ground. I ended up putting those with foraging, but I did not put my fruits with foraging. And the reason for that is, like I said before, I put all of my fruits in the very original chest that you get with the house, just because that makes things easier. And I do believe if you craft another one of those chests, you can actually place it in throughout the valley, and then you can get all the stuff from it. I'm going to have to test that out, because I don't know how true that is. I just saw it. So like that blue chest at the front, supposedly you can make more of those, and you can place them all around your valley, and you can get to whatever's in it. For me, the only thing that I would really care about getting out of it would be the fruits, but it could be utilized very nicely when you're going around picking up forageables and stuff, like if you're going through and picking up every single thing in your valley, let's say you want to do a lot of decorating all in one span in one area, it could be used really nicely for that, because then you can take things as you're picking them up, throw them in there, and then they're at your house in your storage room, ready for you to pull out of the chest and put into the proper chests. So I'm going to have to look into that. Like I said, I'm really not sure if that's exactly how you do it. I love how I'm just talking, and I said that I was going to cut this off and not talk, not let the entire thing run, but I kind of am anyway, because I'm kind of coming up with ideas on how you can even further benefit from making a storage room. I'm so happy that they don't have these, that you have more options for chests now, though. Like, that makes me so incredibly happy. Like, um, because I had a lot of these chests, and as you can see around me, I haven't picked up things in a while, because like I said, I work from 7 to 7A to 7P. So like I'll get home from work, and pretty much the only thing that I can manage to get myself to do is, because I'm even too tired to game some nights, is get on and buy everything from Scrooge's shop. And also, I don't remember if I said this, but this is the first room that I'm decorating in my house. So I would love to hear what kind of rooms you have in your house. What do you think the first room that you walk into should be? Like, should I make that like a kitchen? Should I make that like a dining room? Should I make it a living room? I'm thinking a living room would be really nice, because in most houses, like the general layout is you walk into the living room. So I think this would be a really nice living room space. And I'm really happy you can customize the doors now. I do need to buy some more doors. But I haven't even removed the windows. And to be quite honest, I wasted a lot of my money as well. I'm probably wasted over $1 million just adding rooms to my house and adding floors to my house, because I was really curious, like, how big can you make this thing? And I can't remember exactly what I went up to. I think I went up to like 14 floors, and I was like, okay, well, this is a bit excessive. I'm going to go ahead and stop now, because this house does not need 14 floors. Now, it'll be a lot of fun though once I get further into decorating and get more items, because then I can kind of do a room themed about kind of each of the characters. Like, I really want to make a library for Belle. I can't wait until they add Belle. They haven't said anything about her, but she's been in so many of the photos that I'm just like super, super pumped and excited, because I absolutely love Beauty and the Beast. My husband got me a light up, like it's a real rose that lights up. It's super, super pretty. And so like you can even replace the rose. It's really cool. I think he got it off of Amazon. But like, I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. It's something that we probably end up watching, oh gosh, at least once a month. We're like, all right, let's go on a Disney binge. Let's watch, but we do watch the newer movies. We watch the new Beauty and the Beast. We watch Aladdin. Like, is Aladdin going to be in this? I can't remember if I've seen anything in regards to that Disney movie in the lists of stuff. Really, I'm not sure. But I think you guys have seen enough of the whole storage aspect, so I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here. So the flowers with this were kind of my problem children, because I really wanted to just do one chest for them. And if I was going to be able to do that, I was going to have to sell a lot of my flowers, which I really didn't want to. They can be used to make a lot of really pretty crafting things, for decorating around the valley. So that's something that I didn't want to do. And unfortunately, I had to scramble. As you just saw, I don't know if you saw it, but I only have 15 darkwood, and to make a large chest, you have to have 25. Luckily, I did put some plaza trees up. I still have them up in the Forgotten Lands for wood. So I am able to go up and get them, but it costs so much Dreamlight to do a proper like storage room. And I really wish that it wasn't so much, but maybe that's something that will change, that'll be patched in. Maybe that will become a lower amount. I really don't like the way you have to use Dreamlight to make storage chests. I don't know who else agrees with me on that, but I wish you did not have to use the Dreamlight to make storage chests. I feel like you should be able to just come up with the supplies, because even getting the supplies, like the darkwood, takes a while. I have probably at least between 10 and 15 plaza trees up in the Forgotten Lands. And this is me getting really sad that I don't have another one. But yeah, I really wish that there was another way to do this. Like, I would prefer to just be able to use supplies. And darkwood takes a really long time to get. And I really wish you could get darkwood in other biomes, because I feel like you can get a lot of the other wood in different biomes, but even doing the hack with the plaza trees up here in the Forgotten Lands, you still don't get that much. As you can see, I'm doing a little bit of pumpkin farming. My money has gone down a bit buying everything every single day. So I'm back into the pumpkin business, if you want to say that, call it that or whatever. But I don't know though. I wish there were a couple things that were different. Overall, I'm really enjoying the game. I haven't done a lot of decorating. So I'm very slowly decorating. I did, though, after I finished recording this, I did decorate the plaza a little bit. So I had a lot of fun with that. And this is the only other area that that I went ahead and edited. That was Scar's house. But I mean, it takes so much to make these, and I just think it's kind of unreasonable. Also, I think I already talked about this. My brain doesn't work well when I'm just speaking and recording a video. But I feel like the crafting stations really need to have like a special place in your storage, because I went to move it in here because I was like, okay, well, I really should put a little crafting station in this room. It has all of my items, and I thought that would work out really well. And I could not, for the life of me, find this thing. I couldn't. I don't know what exactly I'm looking for here, but I couldn't find it unless I'm looking for the crafting station, which I couldn't find. But yeah, I wish that there was another sorting option. I wish all the crafting stations went to the same place. Like, that would be really, really helpful. But yeah, here I am making another flower chest because you just can't get enough of them. You just can't get enough of them. And I was gonna do a special chest for items that you need for quests, but I ended up turning that into a place for wood. I was so excited when I could finally get rid of the last of these small chests that were sitting outside of my house. Like, the level of relief was absolutely fantastic. Being able to put everything away in its place and knowing that I could more easily like take care of things around the valley and things like that was awesome. And I really like the way this room is laid out. I do wish I had more wallpapers and flooring and rugs and stuff, but I will get there slowly as I go throughout the game. And the only thing that I decided I was missing was my crafting table. And after looking for it for about 10 minutes in the booklet or whatever, in the furniture catalog here, I finally did find it and was able to place it down next to my fireplace. So thank you all so incredibly much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to know if you've decorated your storage yet. I'd love to know if this helps you out when you do decide to make yourself a storage room. And I can't wait to put out more decorating videos. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Bye.